What if God does not wait for your life to make sense before He begins? What if He does not wait for you to feel ready, strong, or complete? What if God starts right in the middle of confusion? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1:1. I used to think this verse was just an introduction, something you read quickly, something you pass through so you can get to the rest of the story. But today, I stayed with it. And the longer I stayed, the quieter everything became. Notice that this verse comes before light, before order, before anything looks beautiful. God did not begin with something perfect. He began when there was nothing yet. That tells me something simple. God does not wait for things to be okay. When everything in my life felt formless and empty, this verse told me something quietly. God starts exactly there. Not when I understand everything. Not when I stop being afraid. Not when my heart feels whole again. He starts when I feel lost. There are days when life feels empty. Not dramatic, not loud, just empty. You wake up, you move. You do what needs to be done. But inside, there is no shape, no direction. Genesis 1:1 reminds me that emptiness is not the end. It is often the beginning. God was not afraid of the empty space. He stepped into it. Maybe the emptiness you feel right now is not proof that something is wrong with you. Maybe it is simply space. Space for God to begin. The verse does not explain how. It does not explain why. It simply says, God created. Sometimes God does not explain Himself first. He moves first. And maybe that is hard for people like us. We want clarity. We want steps. We want assurance. But Genesis 1:1 shows me that God does not always begin with answers. He begins with presence. You might feel like you missed your chance, like life already passed you by. But Genesis does not say. In the beginning, when everything was ready, it simply says, in the beginning, God. If God can begin from nothing, then maybe your life is not over. Maybe your beginning just looks different. Before God spoke light, there was silence. And silence did not mean God was absent. It meant He was there, ready. If your life feels quiet right now, that does not mean God left. It might mean He is about to speak. Creation did not happen all at once. God took His time, which tells me this. You do not have to rush your healing. You do not have to figure everything out today. Beginnings can be slow, and they can still be real. What looks like chaos to us is not chaos to God. It is material, something He can work with. Your confusion does not scare Him. Your broken thoughts do not push Him away. Genesis 1:1 proves that God steps toward mess, not away from it. God, I don't know where I am going, but if you began when there was nothing, please begin here too. In my confusion, in my tired heart, I am not ready, but I am here. Genesis 1:1 is not just about the start of the world. It is about the start of hope. If God could begin when there was nothing, then maybe it is not too late for you. Stay, breathe. Beginnings can still happen. Sometimes the hardest feeling is not pain. It is the feeling of being behind other people, behind your own expectations, behind the life you thought you would have by now. Genesis 1:1 reminds me that God does not compare timelines. He does not rush beginnings. He simply begins. If you feel behind, that does not mean you failed. It might mean God is starting something quietly. Creation did not start with everything at once. It started with one act, one moment. God creating. Your beginning does not need to be loud. It does not need to impress anyone. It just needs to exist. Even choosing to stay alive today can be a beginning. Some days, faith feels strong. Other days, it feels thin, almost gone. Genesis 1:1 does not say God waited for strong faith. Faith was not required. God moved anyway. So if your faith feels weak, that does not disqualify you. God can begin even there. Sometimes we think God only works at the ending, when everything is fixed, when everything makes sense. But Genesis shows us something different. God is present at the very start, at the place of not knowing. If you are standing at a beginning right now, confused and unsure, you are not alone. God is already there. God, I don't need everything to change today. I just need you to begin. Begin in my thoughts. Begin in my fears. Begin in the places I don't talk about. I trust you with what I don't understand. Genesis 1:1 is simple, but it carries hope. It tells us that God is not afraid of nothingness. He creates from it. If your life feels empty, this might not be the end. It might be the beginning. You do not see faith mentioned in Genesis 1:1. You do not see confidence. You just see God. That tells me something important. God does not wait for you to believe perfectly. He begins even when you doubt. A quiet prayer. God, I feel behind. I feel unsure. But if you are the God of beginnings, then I place this moment in your hands. Begin again in me, slowly, gently.